Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Ephemeral One, and welcome back to more Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. We're back with Subject 15, trying to survive as far as we can. Let's see, we have the Cestus, +1 and +2. Hand axe, +1, okay. Up to this point, we've engaged with most of this area. We've seen that the other area over there is kind of a dead end. The Tower of Flame is nice, but it is a bit rough for what we're looking for. We have a 95% physical resist shield, so we can at least block most damage. We explored this place, met the owner, or the person squatting here anyway. Don't think he's back yet. Nope. So, sorry about that, folks. Had to sneeze. But yeah. So, with that said, we had begun exploring the fort through the Forest of Giants. So let's head back. Yep. Note that the order of the areas is set. It's not in what you may explore, it's what this kind of suggested order is. But anyway. So, Valentia is... yeah, we don't... well, let's put these souls to good use before I leave. You know what? I could really use more firebombs. They'll come in handy.
Thank you.
Alright. And now that we have a shortcut, because we've blown a hole in the wall, we can just keep going. As you can see here, the spear wielder just keeps his shield up, so might as well go for the one that can't block. Then from there, guard break. The biggest thing you'll always want to know in this game, turn everything into a one-on-one, and you can probably win. And now, there are 2 lessons you need to learn in this game. And right now, you're going to learn both of them. First lesson, pay attention to your surroundings. And no, not every message is a good thing. What you want to do is look before you leap. Those are ballistas, aimed at a narrow opening. Yeah, this is exactly what you think it is. And that message is there for this exact reason. Oh, really? Enemy horde ahead. Okay, well, at least it's actual advice. I'm not the placement should be better. Like, you should place it over here. Like, just to show, if I throw down... just etiquette for people who are looking to leave messages for others. Crap, I don't... oh, right, I don't have the orange soapstone yet. My bad. I completely forgot. I don't have it yet. But yeah. The first lesson is pay attention to where you are. Ow. Okay. Yep. I didn't get the heal off. Nope. Alright. Get my shield up. Perfect. Now I can... Okay. Note that the NPC there isn't helping me. And remember, I'm still taking chip damage. There's one. But this is why I wanted the... This is why I wanted the 95% physical resist shield. Because them doing chip damage is still damage. And note, there were enemies over there too. But the explosion from those shots actually is what actually tricked it. Now for the items you get, Great Soul Arrow, Blue Wooden Shield. So, for a caster, that's absolutely fantastic. Like I said before, magic in this game ain't great. So, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's nice to supplement, and there will be other places. Actually, there are several lessons we can take down here. Oh no, I forgot how much this area tutorializes you. Alright. So now that we have this settled, this lower area, actually, we saw a torch down there. There are a couple lessons. But now that we've taken care of that, I want to light our torch. We still have 26 minutes of light. By the way, yes, swinging the torch at an explosive barrel does exactly what you think it does. Don't waste your time, don't waste your headache on it. Anyway, come back here. Any place that you see a lantern, feel free to light it up. There are actually some secondary effects to it. Alright. So, this helps lighten up this area. And this is a contraption you'll come to love and know. This is a lockstone location. You will have enough to activate just about every one, but how convenient Pharaoh's Lockstones will be to find is up in the air. We'll use this one because this is a good tutorial on what they do. Plus, it gets you access. And yes, you do need to use the Pharaoh's Lockstone. I believe otherwise it's just a solid wall. And there are two chests here. The first one, the Chloranthy Ring. This is one of those items that just goes on and does not come off. The ring is named for the decorative green blossom, but its luster is long since faded. Raises stamina recovery speed. So, we get more stamina per second back. If you can't think of a good use for this ring, you aren't playing this game. The second item we get, a Titanite slab. It'll be quite a while till we'll have use for it, but just so you know what it is. Titanite slab uses to reinforce equipment to +10. Yep, Titanite was discovered in an ancient layer of Earth and is said to be the gift of the gods. One of the original slabs that provided the world with all forms of Titanite. Titanite slabs were created to smith weapons of the gods, or so the legend says. And it's no surprise that the Titanite slabs, actually, I can't really get a good zoom on it. There looks like there's writing, and it does greatly resemble the fully grown, like if you look at Newman runes from Elden Ring, you'll notice this looks like a small chunk of one. So it's my true belief that these are simply hardened runes that have been trapped and hardened for a long time. Now here's a lesson in how to in effects that you can run into. Because not everything is going to be helpful necessarily. Yes, chests can be trapped, but that doesn't mean you're always screwed. Generally speaking, mimics mean you're screwed. A regular trap you can usually survive, depending on its type. Anyway, now here's a unique lesson and aspect, and it's a lesson not many people take to heart because it's so obtuse, but your enemies have different senses. Every enemy in this game actually can detect you in various ways. They don't just see you. There are times where they will notice you by various methods. In this case, we can't open this door. It doesn't open from this side. Believe it or not, there's actually no other way to reach this room. What you have to do is strike the door. This is a lesson people don't realize is active in this game, and that is that enemies can detect you by sound. So the louder you are, the more enemies you can attract. Alright. Yep. So yeah, that's just a lesson you have to... That's a bit obtuse, and doesn't come up too much, but it is a lesson to know. And this chest... Another life ring and large Titanite shard. Well, as we have 3 open slots, the life ring will be nice, because it just gives you some extra HP. Not a whole lot, but a little more. Blue ring increases, and also stacks with the blue ring. So, there, we have a little more HP. We can tank a little more damage. Which is nice early on. Also, unlike every other game, you won't get too many chances to use it, but unlike every other game in the Souls series, your main character can really manifest. The only other time this really... It's not even useful, but in Bloodborne I know you can operate a cannon. But I'm trying to think. Like in most other cases, you don't get to use the fun little artillery pieces. Alright. So, we've gotten this far. Let's see. Heal items. Yeah. I'm just thinking if there's anything else I particularly need. Nah, we're good. Alright. And another NPC to meet.
Hello there. Traveling all alone in these treacherous times. Well, I hope you have a very good reason.
Not especially.
Oh, hogwash. Who am I to judge? My name is Pate.
Hi, Pate.
I journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it.
Okay.
Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself.
No surprise. We must make an easy target. Or or at least we look like an easy target.
Oh yes, you be cautious if you go any farther.
Oh?
There's treasure in there for certain, but the entrance locks from behind.
Ah.
I saw the same design earlier, and it's the same contraption, I'm sure. I was with this warrior, you see, and he insisted that he go inside first. The rather brusque fellow tried to swipe the loot for himself, but it trapped him inside. I still have the gent's ring. I do hope he wasn't harmed.
How did you get his ring? You know what? Best not to ask. But yeah, Pate here is warning you that, yes, if you walk past this point, that door will close behind you and you will be trapped. So, you will have to be aware of that. That is a risk. But, like anything, where there's risk, there's also reward. Potentially.
I'll leave this one to you. I'm worried about what might be inside.
Well, at least Pate's an honest man. He gave us a heads up regarding the potential problem. And yeah. So, you can or you can't. You can try it. Let's try our luck. There we go. And yeah, we're now trapped in here. Something's swinging. Yep, and soldiers. Yep. Pop a life gem because we were already hurt in the first place and we're just going to take more damage. Yeah, getting the spacing right for your own swings can be kind of rough. There we go. Yep. Nice thing is, life gems also last a bit longer than most. Than Estus Flask healing. Estus Flask is more powerful, but if you want to regen for a longer time, life gems can be a worthwhile expenditure. Got them. Alright, so that's the two soldiers gone. Now it's the knights. Now if I can get rid of the sword knight, and we'll be in a good position. Nice. Okay, good chance to heal. I've said before, this game is actually fairly slow. Now, I believe overall, life gems give you more HP slower. If I remember correctly. But Estus Flasks give you a more consistent amount because life gems aren't always guaranteed to be on your person. So, it can be a give and take kind of thing. Alright. Hey, there's an aromatic ooze. Why do I remember... Ah. Here we go. I was gonna say, I remember there being a hidden door. Funny I still remember this game so well. Sorcerer's Staff and Amber Herb, so if you want to start casting, and you think you might want to pick it up as a side, there's a place to get it for free. Play dead ahead. And we've survived the ambush. We're out. And we're out. And we've survived. Oh. Alright. We made it out. Well, let's go talk with Pate. See if he's got anything to say.
Well, I see you managed to escape. I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there. Let's talk.
As you might expect, Pate's only looking out for you, right? By the way, those shots, this would have been covered in absolutely tons of explosive material, and guess what those two do up there? Yeah. But nice. Oh. Piss off. Yeah, break their guard and just beat them down. These basic knights aren't too much. But now it's worth noting, this is actually a story point. Note that these two are still swinging at this corpse of this monster that's become basically a tree. And yeah, they're not paying attention to me, but I can still get hit by their attacks. Yep. Alright. Examine. Alas, nothing happened. This is actually the source of the large soul of a lost undead. Probably some joke about feet. Alright. And now... Oh, wait, before I go... Well... Yeah, no. Let me go get something before we... Let me go get my torch, because I know I'll need it, and it'll just save me time. Let me go light my torch. Because this will get us to show why you want to light as many of these braziers as possible. Because there's some unique effects in this game. Honestly, 2 stands out, but that's also because 2 was, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember right, a different director than 1. 1 and 3 had a different director. So, this game stands out a bit, but it's also interesting the way that's in the things that stands out. Light crossbow. So if you wanted to, say, snipe these guys from here, that would not be a horrible thing. And remember, crossbows can be fired one- or two-handed, though you reload faster with 2 hands. Ah, okay, the brazier is already up, so they can show you. Yeah. Note that there's a shadow here, but there's nothing. There's no body. There are invisible enemies that can only be revealed with light. Just a nice little trick the game plays on you. So, carrying your torch around sometimes can be useful. Now, as far as the crossbow goes, they gave us 20 shots. And again, you fire faster with 2 hands. Yep. And the crossbow overall requires fewer stat requirements than the bow. So, it can be up to you. The other major difference is that bows can be free-aimed, so you can try and take specific shots, whereas crossbows can only be fired specifically at enemies. So, just keep it in mind. Alright. And now we can see there's an item there. Ah, missed the jump. Yeah, I tried to get behind him before he turned around. Alright. But there is a chest down here. The Mail Breaker. A really good dexterity weapon. So if you're relying more on dexterity, has a slightly stubby thrusting sword. Has a sharp, sturdy blade designed for thrusting. The Mailbreaker has limited reach, but a powerful critical attack, effective against foes donning thick armor or with unnaturally hard skin. Its effect is shield piercing under its strong attack. So, it's exactly what it sounds like. Winged Spear, nice. Another good mixed dexterity. Yeah. A spear with winged lugs, longer than standard spears, allowing from attacks from further away. Thrusting attacks are effective even against opponents with high defense, but they have a narrow point of contact and won't effectively break through a shielded defense. But you'll also note they actually require quite a bit of dexterity at 18. So there's no easy way to deal with that. I'm just going to take another shot at that item. Just because jumping in this game is never exact science. There we go. And more torch time and just an extra bit of souls. It's nice. Alright. So we've effectively... Just trying to think of anywhere else... Wait, I think there was a torch I missed. Yeah, I did miss a brazier in the trap. So let me go take care of that real quick. I'm like, I think I'm missing one. I really do miss having... I'm really kind of sad they didn't incorporate this kind of thing more so in the later titles, where you had things you could, a unique gimmick you could do, or lighting torches, or something to, how do I want to put it? Spice up the gameplay, maybe, is maybe the phrase I'm looking for. Because there's some unique gimmicks in this game and things you'll have to do, especially in the DLC. Thought there was a torch brazier down here. Guess I was wrong. Oh well. Anyway. Let's be on our way and head further in. Now, believe it or not, one major thing about this game is there is a lot of choice. You'll suffer regardless of your choice. But you have a lot of choices and options. In fact, from where we just walked in, we actually are heading towards two different bosses. But unfortunately, the way to one of them is locked. So, we have to earn the right to get to that. And like I've said, the trick to this game is basically the biggest thing you want to do is turn everything into a one-on-one. Yep. Alright. More life gems, love to see them. Just be wary of traps at all times. Pay attention to your surroundings, and you won't fall prey to what the game is going to try. Yep, here he comes. And yes, after he swings, you do slow down for a moment. Nice. Especially that ground swing. That swing to the ground. Got him. Amber herbs. Now, again, everything that looks like a trap is a trap. Yep, they see me, so now I can run down here and have a lot more room to deal with the idiots. Yep, because there were like 4 of them, and fighting on that narrow sword is pretty much a death sentence. They'll just shove you off. Number 2. Yep. Alright. And once you're on the last enemy, it's usually a gimme. Now we can go and take this item. A halberd. Another heavy dexterity weapon. But welcome all the same. Let's see. Just to show it off. Requires 20 strength and 14 dexterity. Halberds are combinations of axes and spears with unique bladed tips. Can be used in spear-like thrust attacks or in axe-like sweeping attacks. The halberd challenges a warrior's skills, but can be a very effective weapon when its 2 functions are applied properly. Yeah, it's a heavy weapon, but nothing stops it clearing out a good crowd or penetrating on a single tough target. And through this white fog, we see... Oh, this is the brazier I'm thinking of. Okay, well, at least this one's relatively simple. Alright. And this door should look familiar. Note you can't close it. This is one of those cases where... Oh, by the way, yes, we know you're awake. But this is one of those cases where the door only opens one way, but brings you back to where you were. Yeah. Nice. Alright. So, this loop brings us back round. Light torch. It'll be easy. You'll do it eventually where you'll mistakenly want to light a torch, and you'll actually be going down a location, and basically what you'll do is... Yeah. You'll want to be lighting a torch, and you'll rest instead and respawn all the enemies in your way. It's going to happen, just accept it. It sucks, but it's something we've all done. Alright. And now we can see another side room. Got you. We knew you had to be awake because there's no way he wasn't. And he just waits till you come down here to wake up. For a large leather shield and some life and another life gem. So, we have now effectively made our way round to this. Fire arrows obviously can come in handy. Alright, let's take care of a particular problem now. Because this is a case of the game being a dick. And if you don't know it's coming, it really can catch you off guard. And I've seen people fall for this. Yeah, that's a turtle knight. Yeah, if they don't reach you... Nice. Yep. Yeah. By the way... Yeah. You can bait. Know how many more shots it takes my axe to deal damage to him. But yeah, basically the way this usually goes is the boss is down there. You go, you fight the boss, you beat him, and unfortunately there's no other exit, so you have to come back up here. Well, when you do, the knight will be standing there waiting for you and smack you in the face when you're down on resources. So, yeah, just a fair warning and a, yeah, I know what the game's doing. I've played this game through a lot. And trust me, folks, it's a dick, and it loves to mess with you. But yeah, the fact that Turtle Knights and all these knights here, the Forest of the Giants is the story about the last vestiges of a war. Everyone went hollow, but you'll notice the hollows are still focusing on... The hollows are still attacking the giant trees. Because that's all that mattered at the time. And when they went hollow, well, you keep doing what drove you mad. And in that case, it was fighting the giants. Alright. So we're heading towards a boss. So... Alright, you don't have to leave the menu in this for one. I forgot that. Yeah, little conveniences. Alright.
Is that a shop? Here to see, however.
Alright, upgrade the Estus Flask. Alright. And then level up. Alright, so... We're heading into a boss, but... Definitely getting those up to 15 is going to be nice. And then, yeah, an extra level of HP. Alright. Let's do this. Actually, with moving those up to 15, I should be able to now power stance our Cestus. So... Yep. You'll see that we now have access to our regular punches, but then, instead of blocking, we have this nice two-hit combo. And this more powerful swinging... Alright. So, to show off just how good this is, I mean, again, you're less defensive, but the damage output you can do, yeah. And again, remember, the Cestus has A scaling and B scaling for strength and dexterity, respectively. Meaning, you can just output damage. By the way, that particular Turtle Knight is a one-off. He's just there to get you the one time. Yep, Door doesn't open. Give me the item. Yep, more Radiant Life Gems. Love to see it. And now we can head... This is where we can find our first boss of the game. However, I want to be sure we survive it. So, let's show off what happens when you reverse hollowing. Our humanity is restored, and only while human can you be both invaded and get help. Sellsword loot. Well, Luet or... No, it's loot. Because that's all he's after. He's after the loot. This guy's actually one of the DLC editions. And you'll see why in a moment. You see that red eye of his? That's actually a symbol of a particular ring. Alright. This guy is angry. But he's also impaled in stone, with swords and spikes jutting through him. And he's coming for us. Remember how I mentioned how, when going hollow, you keep doing what drove you insane? Well, that's not only for humans after all. Anyone who goes hollow. Anyone. You are absorbed in what? Ow. Yeah, you really don't get many invincibility frames with rolling in this game. Blocking is definitely superior. But yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the last giant. Is he the last giant to fall? The last giant to still be living? That's the question you want to ask yourself. What makes this giant so special? By the way, loot's mostly here for casters. Like, 'cause casting sucks, but you have the range. So loot's just here to make sure you have just enough damage to finish off the last giant. Well, that and... Alright. Yep, and that's the two-handed power. As you can see, we get some real good damage. Nope. Ow. Yep. Alright. Yep. Nice. And yes, he even has a jump back. This is how much this giant hates us. Because remember, he aggroes to us specifically. Like, and breaking off his arm and using it, that's how much he hates us. He needs range. He needs something to swing. That's what his instincts are telling him, so he grabs his own arm to kill you. Yep. I just want to make it clear that this malice that's animating this hollow giant, what could make them so angry? What could we have done? It's nothing us as a particular person did, because we've only just arrived in Drang Lake. So what did humanity do to the giant that made it so angry? Soul of the last giant, soul of the surviving giant who was bound below the forest of the giants. The lord of the giants who had brought wrack and ruin to the entire kingdom was said to have been felled by an unknown warrior. His beaten and broken remains were then dragged beneath the stronghold where he was sealed away. Use the special soul of the last giant to acquire numerous souls, or to create something of great worth. The great worth is actually a particularly heavy hammer, which by the time you can actually get. That's one thing. In this game, using boss souls is a pain in the neck and takes forever to get to. But once you do have it, there are some amazing weapons, but it's pretty mid to late game that you're going to get that. It's late game if you're not doing the DLCs. It's mid game if you're doing them. And we just got the soldier key. Key to the soldier's door in the forest of the fallen giants. A fort was erected in the forest to face the giants, but now the soldiers are lost and hollowed. They are enfeebled, but not without honor, and continue to steadfastly defend their country. Yeah. Nope, it's not to this door. Everyone's first instinct is always to check that one, but no, that's not it. By the way, yes, that's in the pit abyss. You just die if you fall down there. There's no secret level, there's no secret entrance. Besides, remember where that door would lead. You feel like fighting that stupid lizard? That's on you. But we did get a bunch of souls and a new key. Well, let's at least restore our Estus flask and put these souls to good use. Because now that we've done this, if we talk to Melentia...
I knew you'd be back. They say these trees grew from the remains of the giants. From each carcass sprouted new life growing into what you see now. But you know what they also say? Don't believe what an old hag says. It's high time that I pick up a move. I've a bargain for you. It's high of a...
Yeah, so next time she will... So now that's the dialogue that lets you know she will be moving to Majula. Basically, anytime someone says, well, I'm going to be moving elsewhere, they're probably moving to Majula. By the way, just picking up an extra Pharaoh's Lockstone while I have the money. Because that's just going to be useful. Alright. So let's head... Let's go level quick. Yeah, now that we're able to power wield the fists... Oh. I meant Majula, sorry. Now that we're able to power wield the fists, what we're able to do is also upgrade them so that they do more damage.
Oh, I'd given you up for dead. Almost had me worried.
Well, we're still one of your best customers, so you can either invest it in armor. There's a ton of ways you can grow. Reinforce. Okay, don't have the Titanite shards we need.
Your needs, I know. Don't waste yourself.
And buy item. How many? He's got... So we could buy... Well, okay, if we want to upgrade them evenly, even just one more. Just so they're both +2s. Yeah, let's do it that way. Okay. So I need 6. Okay. Repair. Yep.
I'll be around.
Yep. So the other thing we want to do... Remember, we've been wearing these rags pretty... So let's see. The helmet I'm keeping because the extra item drop. Their chest piece... The problem is, if I go to where they armor, we have the fast roll now. If I go across 50%... Oh no. Oh, it's like 75 you get the slow roll. My bad. Alright. So that is better armor on us. Yeah. Alright. Okay. So we can also check what armors... I forget which one. That's the hard leather he has?
Oh, I was hoping that you would come.
Oh?
Stock some new things, and I thought that you might be interested. They've been selling rather well, and I may step up operations soon. I'm surprising even myself, to be honest.
So, he did get the Knight set. The Elite Knight Armor, the trademark armor of the Soul series, which is fairly good. There's the hard leather, which are, comparison-wise, then there's also the Falconers. There's a ton of armor sets that are actually fairly good. But the Elite Knight is, of course, armor made of braden steel, provides sturdy defense, making it an old-time favorite of Elite Knights. Braden steel is widely used in drying lake. This fine alloy is made from ores mined in the southern kingdoms.
Always open.
Indeed. But yeah, he offers quite a selection of armors. And for now, we'll stick with what we're scraping by with. But, make no mistake, we're only gonna get stronger. I love that little animation of her kicking her leg. Just waiting, wasting time.
Bearer of the gods. Less.
Alright. And yeah, we'll get some more HP and stamina, because that's how you survive. Alright. So, now that we have the key, let's head back to the Forest of the Giants. And go about our day. So, the fastest shortcut, now that we've unlocked it, is through here. And yeah, even when you know. Yep. Alright. Nice. Alright, so now that we have those two down, the key... Oh, yeah, but yeah, you have... Oh, right. I forgot. The soldier key actually does unlock some other doors, actually. I completely forgot about that. It's been a little bit. Sorry, folks. Because if I'm not mistaken, it unlocks several things. This door, I believe. Yep. Alright. Because down here... it unlocks... I'm trying to remember. Ah, the Ring of Restoration. A useful ring. Gradually restores HP. However, there's always a however. A protective ring passed down in the House of Asteria gradually restores HP. In the sacred lands of Lindell, this ring symbolized prosperity and longevity for the great house Osteria. But the ring is fragile and breaks easily, as if it hates being taken for granted. Yeah. Let's see. I forget where you can see it. But yeah, basically this ring has the lowest endurance, because you'll notice all the rings do have a HP value associated with it. If there's something that damages equipment, that ring will break pretty much in one shot. So, don't get so reliant on the free HP. Use it, feel free to use it, but don't get ridiculously hit all the time. Essentially, you can't tank forever. And here, we see one of the knights. Grand Lance. Now here's a weapon I've been missing. Can't use it yet, but a lance fashioned from rare Geist steel, designed for high-ranking Drangleic knights. Hence the decorative design. Geist steel equipment is of the finest make, but Geist steel is so rare that very few of these weapons were actually used in combat. Just so you can see it. This thing, large, heavy, and direct pierce damage. It is absolutely fantastic. It is also hard as hell to wield. So we'll stick with the axe for right now. But there's another chest over here. Amber herb. So more magic healing if you want to cast more. Now, note this knight hasn't moved from that spot, even though I'm in his direct line of sight and he can clearly see me. This is how dedicated these knights are. Again, when you go hollow, you just keep doing what you were doing when you went mad. And in this knight's case, he lost his mind. He refused to bend his will, though. He will guard that door. He will guard that spot till the end of the world. That is what he will do. Until his body breaks to the point where it can't move anymore, he will continue to stand there. And he will only attack you if you attack him first. That is the unbending will and loyalty of these soldiers and knights. Think about that. To be so dedicated that not even death stops you from your charge. There's something to be respected and feared in that. But I believe the soldier key unlocks 2 more doors. The first of which should be here. Yep. This will bring you down to a lower area. But you'll want your torch for this. It's the reason I lit this earlier, so I wouldn't have to make a journey back. Because down here, yeah, you'll want the light. Set light. Because it is dark down here. Did you hear something? Yeah. Say hello to what you're going to be fighting down here. Oh, forgot to power stance. Yeah. Luckily, skeletons in this game, note that they're just staying down. And skeletons do retain their weakness to blunt damage, or strike as it's called in this game. Black Bomb, Fire, yep, Homeward Bones. And yeah, there's a lot of skeletons down here, believe it or not. But, oh, in the darkness you may not notice, you get some help. Ruined Elphys. If you're in human form, because That's the interesting thing, and one thing I wish more of the games did is there's help for even regular areas that might be a little tough on you. Ruined Alphys here is fantastic for getting through your first time. Anytime the summon symbol is really small like that, you're actually on a timer. Yep. Here we go. Yep. There we go. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And made it through with some more torch time added. And finally, another door. Now, Archer. Alright. And let's try and escape the Archer. Coming in here. Okay. And around here. Be wary of ambush. Oh, just a single soldier? Yeah. Yeah. Unfair fact. He has infinite shots. You don't get that. Alright. Short bow. And here... Oh. Uh-oh. Ow. Yeah. Yep. Ow. Yeah. In this cramped area, this guy is annoying to deal with. Okay, that got through it that time. Ow. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Alright. The Archer... Something's coming. Sounds like one of the Turtle Knights. Yeah, I thought so. Yep. 3 of them. Yep. This is the ambush they're actually warning you about. Alright. Just enough stamina. Ow. Got out of the way, got out of the way. Ow. Yep. Okay. Got one. So now I can just run away. Yeah. These guys can actually crack through the wall. That's how strong they are. Alright. But he's done. Yep. Alright. There we go. And the real reason you were here, he's here, is because you get invaded automatically by Dark Spirit. Yep. Armorer Dennis. Another caster. Ow. Yeah. Armorer Dennis can basically be a death sentence. Note how much more powerful he is. Yeah. Alright, I'm out of healing. Yep, and we ran out of time. Alright, so at this point, I'm running. Armorer Dennis sucks, and he's one of the reasons adding the DLC sucks for this area. Luckily, he's only a one-shot, you just have to kill him once. But killing him once is such of a pain. And that's where I said, be aware that he is on a timer. Damn! That was a hell of a shot. Oh wait, it's the... yeah. 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 Yep. Yeah. Armor of Dennis just sucks. And again, I've done that much damage with a backstab. It's not really worth it. So, I'm just gonna leave. I mean, I can't... like, he's gonna follow me. But I'm gonna die as close to the bonfire as possible. Oh, no. Yep, cannot use bonfire. And Malentia's gone, so... yeah, when you've been invaded, you cannot use the bonfire to escape. Black separation crystal? Nope, doesn't work like that. You can't banish invaders. Unfortunately, you have to deal with him. I just want to show this off because this is a pain. Yeah. Dennis sucks. And he takes... you're basically meant to deal with him much later. There we go. Yeah. Dennis just sucks and you're meant to deal with him much later. So, at the very least, I'm going back to get my souls. Alright. Yep. There we go. And yeah. But bear in mind, since you know where he is, you can deal with him relatively simply. And once you've lit this area, it's nowhere near as bad. Yeah. When you can see all the skeletons coming, they're not so dangerous. Again, they have a fairly big weakness to strike damage, so... sometimes, just punch it, moron, is the simplest and best to answer. Alright. And again, bear in mind, the enemies here haven't changed, but Dennis will invade you again and again. So, one answer you can have is pulling the crossbow back out. Okay. Okay, so it won't let me do it with that, but the bow will work just as well. And we did get some fire arrows for free, so... oh. There we go. Ow. that's about all we need the bow for. Alright. Okay. So from there... By the way, always love the clipping stuff in this game. It's always funny. But... Alright. So we didn't go up this ladder last time. And this would be why. If you were wondering where those 3 Turtle Knights came from. Yep. Yep. Hey, guess what's gathered around here? Explosive barrels. Guess what you're supposed to use the barrels for? Bastard sword. There we go. Soul of a Nameless Soldier, Cracked Eye Orb. But yeah, that's where those 3 idiots came from. A whip, if you want to do like a Belmont run. Human effigy to get you back to human. But yeah, that's where these 3 guys were hiding out. I'm right here, buddy. Should I take the bow out? Yeah, why not? We've got the advantage of positioning. Why not? Yeah. Alright. And good night. Might as well use up the ammunition while I have it for free. Alright. Again, Armored Dennis only spawns when you've walked on the other side. So... Oof! That backstab. And yeah... Little details like the Turtle Knights being able to break through a wall with the force of their swings is a very nice little fun little detail. Alright. Technically there's an armor set on the other side, the leather armor. I'm not honestly that obsessed with it, so I'm not going to go for it, because I don't want to deal with Dennis anymore. So, yeah, we'll just leave. This is just a little side path. There is another bonfire back here. We'll get to why later. But for now, just know the floating swords of the skeletons. But just for now, just know it's just a side area to keep in mind. Because no area is ever done the first time through. I'll put it that way. There's usually something you'll have to come back for. In this case, what we're coming back this way for is the 3rd door that the soldier key opens. Alright. Alright, in these 2 cases... Yep. Yeah. In this case, I need the range of the axe. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Now to show this off, the 3rd door is here, obviously. The one place we haven't been able to go And here we see something different. These are actually a different type of enemy called a Royal Swordsman. They made up the bulk of Drangleig's forces. Or at least some of the... I'd say they're their captains or lieutenants equivalent. They're above the regular soldiers. Their knights were a different order altogether. Royal Swordsmen were kind of the warriors who proved themselves capable. That long sword of theirs, they can drop, I know that. And they can drop some pretty good stuff. But you're going... Note where you find these guys. Yeah, the Royal Swordsman gloves. Yeah, shield makes the archers know. Yep. Alright. Soul of a Nameless Soldier and the Life Jet. Alright. So, believe it or not, our second boss is now on the other side of this wall. Alright. However, unfortunately for you all, or unfortunately for us, there is no summon. Nope. And even trying to get old Aldous up here, you don't have the time. I just want to show you by walking back. There is no free summon for this fight. This is the fight you have to do on your own. There's no making this easier. There's no Sunbro. There's no... What? Huh. Don't know where he's running to. That's a different one. Oh well, must have triggered something else. Either way. So let's head to the boss. Let's start with the axe and shield and see where we get there. Ladies and gentlemen, we met him once already, after all. But this time, well, this time, there's no way around it. I remember when this game was first advertised, they had the idea that they never got to pursue of this guy, the Pursuer. The idea was of an enemy that would be chasing you the entire game, and if you spent too long in an area, you would have to fight him over and over again. That was the idea. Now you know why I wanted that 95% physical resist shield. I would love 100, but well, we'll deal with what we can. Okay. Can I get it? Yep, he moved. Yeah, because one of the big tricks to this fight, he can break those ballistas with his swings. But if you time it right and get through, you can get some really nice damage off. But he's not... each swing of his weapon is powerful enough to, yeah, break them. So, otherwise, you have to do this the hard way. And trust me, he doesn't give you much in the way of time to heal. Like here, I can get a chug in, but I have to roll afterwards. Yep. Lost one. It is free damage, though, so... And bear in mind, you pretty much have to precisely time those rolls. But as you might have guessed, I fought this guy a few times, so I might have gotten used to the timing window for his slashes. Problem is, I never have enough stamina to get too good of a damage off afterwards. But, this is the battles. Nope. That is a grab. It will pretty much kill you most of the time, or at least leave you on low enough HP that just about any little nick of his will kill you. There we go. And yes, he is cheating. He's floating, so he doesn't feel the encumbrance of any of his arms and armament. Which isn't the same if you get them. So no. But bear in mind, his weapon is decent, especially for a heavy blade. It's decent, it's not horrible. Yeah. Yeah. And the reason I'm going for the basic axe instead of the fist is because the fist is stamina consumptive, is all I'll get out. And I need to reserve my stamina specifically for dodging his. Because survival trumps offense in this game. And trust me, you may think I'm overreacting for that blue thrust. Ow, got me on the good. Yep. But trust me, that that grab has a greater range than you think it does. Yep, and that's him baiting me. Yep, that was him baiting me. Yep, got me. Yeah, it doesn't look like it hits. It hits. I know, disjointed hitboxes. Everyone complains about them, yes, I know. I wasn't even being touched by it. I get it. But, alright. Back to it. The punishment is, of course, you come back with a less HP than you started with. And yeah. That sucks, but... You don't... Like, worst case scenario, the one thing I will always point out is, you could just leave for a bit, come back a little stronger. Because as we stand... Alright. One of the places we could go... Actually... is, I think we're now strong enough to be able to handle what you want to call it, the Tower of Flame, Hades Tower of Flame. We should be more than strong enough to handle that now, or at least the first half of it. And yeah, you're gonna get a lot of Royal Swordsman stuff. Let's see. The helmet of a royal swordsman. Its shape provides defense while allowing great mobility. Stripped of ornamentation, this particular helmet is designed strictly for battle. King Vengdrix supplied his bravest men with the best armor available to face the great giants, but very few still returned alive. And they are fairly heavy. They're heavy armor. But, yep, we still have the good roll. Alright. Alright. Oh, okay. Nice. So... let's see. I have a little bit of damage, so we'll pop the life gem. Get that back up. Do I want to be human? That 10% I shouldn't make a huge difference. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Round 2. Alright. Okay. Let him go again. Don't get so fixated on your souls you get yourself killed. Yep. Alright. Nope, you can't pick them up while you are... Nice. Yep. Whenever possible, keep him aimed towards the door, so you don't have to worry about... Yep. Bear in mind, the effects of multiple life gems does stack. There it is. Ow. I went... See, the problem is, despite what you may think, he's actually got multiple versions of the same attack that have different timing. So it's one of those, which one exactly is he on? Yeah. Nice. And that's an attack that will tend to make people roll off the sides because they're not paying attention to their own positioning. Alright. Get a counter off on that. Yep. Yep. Second. Go for the sweep. I believe he's... Oh. Yeah. Nice. I could have gotten... I chose to heal. Okay. Over here. Get him away from the crossbows. Alright. Alright. Nice. Damn, I was hoping to go for the quick jab up behind the shielded guard jabs. Okay. Wait for it. Nice. Nope. Yeah. Okay. Take your time. Be it... Honestly, learning to be comfortable in a boss's arena is one of the key tricks to this game, to these games. Is, okay, I know what this attack is, so I know I don't need to fear it. Once you can get comfortable with a boss, then you're in a good position. Problem is getting to that point. Got him. And it is purely one of these cases where, depending on the person, it takes different lengths of time, or maybe some people will never get comfortable with a boss. There are some bosses I never want to be in the room with again. Alright. Nope. Yeah, no. I know that looks like you have no chance of hitting you. It does. Now, with the 3-hit combo, the shield is actually the one you want to avoid the most. Because the shield is one made to break your guard. The other two you could actually tank through pretty easily. So just bear that in mind. And where you want to wait for that your roll is when his arm starts to go out, forward. Alright. Ow. Okay. Alright. Drink. Chug, 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 chug. Damn it. Okay. We still have a ballista, though. I mean, I don't necessarily need it, but it's nice to have as a reserve to finish it. Especially when he gets to the last part of his HP, where he gets that magic homing magic attack of dark energy out of him. Alright. Because that's when you can make real good use of the ballista. Yep. Oh, damn it! And that's probably death. Okay. Yep. Alright. Heal up. Okay. Alright. You'll notice he's smoking now because he's cursed us at least once. What the curse does is lower your max HP, so I've lost an additional 10%. Now, but cursing us, you'll notice, actually somewhat harms him as well, because he's cursed as well, and he can't perfectly control it. Ah, rolled too soon. That's on me. Yep. Yeah, take it on the shield, that's fine. There we go. Yep. Alright. Second. Damn, I was hoping he was going to go for the third. Okay, heal up. I'm going to take this chance to heal. Alright. Alright, get behind him while he's doing this. This is free damage. If he had done it... Again, if he had done it when we were in front of the crossbows, this fight would be over. But... Yep. Alright. Yep. Yep. Over here. Yep. Nope. Alright. Got... Ah! And that's probably the end of the crossbow. No, actually. I'm surprised. Alright. Nice. Yep. Oh. Yep. Yep. Okay. Got him. It was worth the hit. It was worth it. Alright. So one of the items we just got, the Ring of Blades. The Ring of Blades is modeled after the Mad Knight of Alkin's weapon of choice. Increases physical attack. The kingdoms of Alkin and Ben long ago flourished on these very grounds. They were both founded by the same man, but were reduced to rivalry and spite. So, the Mad Knight of Alkin, huh? That is not an easy fight. I've done it many times, and it's still rough. And again, 2 more soldiers, still just lost in the frenzy of battle, seeking an enemy that may never come. But there's something else we want up here. Surviving that. Now, to get to the next area, we need to look at a throwback to Dark Souls 1 in that nest. However, if you walk down here and there it is. Oh, can I get back up? No, I should still be able to get it. Yeah, down here. The Drangleic sword, shield, mail, and gauntlets. So, a Knight of Drangleic fell here, specifically. Note we don't get his helmet. Wonder what happened to his skull. But the mail, traditional Drangleic armor, belonged to Captain Drummond, a named set of armament. Drummond's ancestors have served Drangleic for generations, principally as defenders of the Great Fort, but Captain Drummond is the last in his line. And you'll notice the difference in defense off this. It is heavy as all get out. But physically speaking, this is some of the best armor you can get early game. It is heavy. It is ridiculously heavy. But what you can tank with it will surprise you. Yep. 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 Yeah. I'm gonna need some extra endurance and a few other rings to be able to wear this properly, but this armor can carry you the entire length of the game, or at least most of the game. I'll be perfectly damn honest, this armor is ridiculous. And the fact you can find it so early is so wonderful. But yeah, beating that first boss, the Pursuer, puts you in an excellent position. And actually, if we take off the shield and it's just the two cestus. Nah, still not quite enough. But that's where I'll be putting points into HP and endurance, which will increase our ability to hold items. And those two are of no real consequence. It's just another giant being attacked by soldiers who, well, the last giant attacked us. So it should make sense. This was the site of a war. So, the story of the Forest of Giants is a story of an area that should be growing, falling, collapsing, and allowing new life to sprout for new people to come. However, the curse on both the giants and the people keep them entrenched in a war that can't end because no one's fighting it for a purpose, they're fighting it because that's all they remember. And if we examine this nest, the Dark Souls 1 reference grabs us and brings us to a new place. To the Lost Bastille. A place that also gives us rewards just for reaching it. They are a human effigy to get us back to being human, and a dull ember. An ember that radiating a dull light. This flame seems nearly exhausted, but exhibits an eerie resilience. Perhaps this is its ordinary state. Well, we have a ton of souls to spend. Let's head back to Majula. Alright.
Bearer of the... Seek souls. Larger, more powerful soul. Seek the king, lest this land swallow you.
Alright. So. 12. Okay, so we can do... And then if I'm going to do that, I'm going to do 14 on that. Stamina. Oh wait, that's right. I forgot in this game. Vitality is what increases your equip load. Okay. I forgot that that's what it affects it in this game. Okay. There we go. And then throw some extra points in strength and dexterity. Okay. Yeah, we'll do 16 and 11 on... Yeah. Because the more equip load we have, the better off we are. Alright. So, there we go. There's our good rollback. That's what I forgot. This game, it's attuned Vitality, which gives us... Yeah, so now we're back to 61, even wearing the Drang Leg set, which is hugely heavy. So, we can now tank a whole lot more. Hey, Malencia. How you doing? Beware.
Oh, go on.
Alright. I don't remember if she's got some more... Doesn't think so. Yeah. But being a constant source of potential firebombs, I'll take at least 3. I haven't been using them much, but trust me, they'll come in handy. Alright. Now, let's clean out you. Buy item. Yep. 2 of those. Alright. And reinforced weapon and armor. So it's 380 apiece, but we have 3 of the 2. Yeah. Okay.
I'll be around.
Alright. So, our Cestus are looking good. Now that we've made it here, now that we've gone through a major boss area, not too much, not much will change. Wonder if Kale's made it back yet. Yeah. Because we killed the pursuer, we have now made a first flame on the map.
Oh, hello again. You've made it. The map, I presume. Of course. Even more flames have appeared. I don't know. Did you see? It wasn't there when I came here before. I don't know what to explain. But there is something greatly comforting about that flame. It seems to fulfill something very precious, deep within the soul. Something essential. I would not venture. It was blocked by a wall, something built long ago. But it was crumbling, and I finished the job. Did you see the flame? It wasn't... I don't...
So, this is actually a map of Drang Lake. The Lost Kingdom of Drang Lake. Lost and crumbling into the sea, if you're believing what you're seeing on the map. Well, there's more to see. So, let's be on our merry way. We're a little stronger, a little more capable. So, we should be more than capable of facing down yeah, we'll just teleport to the Hyde's Tower of Flame. So let's see. Yep, because that is now the Lost Bastille is a new location. Hyde's Tower of Flame. Hyde's Ruin. But who is Hyde, and why should we care? But we'll only know that as we get through. Yep. Yep. Nice. Cracked blue eye orbs. Yep. As you can see, nice. As you can see, now that we have more stamina and the better armor, we can stand a much better chance. Just Hides is fine if you're just doing like a... Okay, I'll be honest. Hides is best if you're doing a spellcaster run. Hides is better if you're a spellcaster because you're going to be able to work around these guys easily. The Forest of Giants is good for everyone else because it's just generally simpler to deal with. By the way, I didn't show it off last time, but want to guess what that is? Red lump is sitting over there? Yeah, you can probably guess. Alright. I'm going to equip the shield again just because that's more than likely going to come in handy here. Alright. Because this guy I've never gotten to really roll around perfectly. Alright. Note the other two put their shields up to block the way. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. There we go. And note, the second you kill the champion one, the other two come moving in. Well, they have some sense of honor, because they don't go right for you all at the same time. Luckily, these guys are relatively slow. Yeah. Yep. But they won't hesitate to stab you in the back as you focus on one or the other. Oh. Cracked blue eye orb. And now, remember how we pulled that first switch? Well, a second one after you defeated the champion. And now the battlefield is full. So he won't be able to just push you straight out. Now, you do have a choice. You can go in either direction from here. If I'm perfectly honest, the big flaming drake over there is a rough thing to deal with. Palestone. I forget, that's a... Yeah. Remove power. Yeah, Palestone is what removes... If you buff a weapon, you can deal additional different types of damage. That removes it, so you don't have to worry about it. Oh, shit. Wait, why is he getting up? He shouldn't be getting up. Shit. Okay. Alright, this just got a whole lot harder. Wait, did they change it where it's killing that? Fuck. Did they really make this that much harder? Alright. Now meet the knights. Yeah. Notice how the difference in damage between... Oi. Alright. Are all of them getting up, or is it just the one? That I need to confirm before I die. Okay, it's just... Because he's... Okay. This is how they're preventing you from going after the dragon early. Okay. Because, as you may have noticed, I don't have the damage output to deal with this prick. Wow, and this guy really will follow you the whole damn map, won't he? Okay. Like, look at the HP difference. It's the same weapon hitting with the same R1 attack. Yeah, these white knights... Basically, once they start getting up, this whole area becomes a whole lot harder. And yeah. So, just keep that in mind. By the way, they'll all start getting up the minute you beat the boss. Oh, they even spawned him in for us. Oh, yeah, he's gone now. So you can't see him till we get here. Yeah. Big fuck-off poleaxe with him. Yeah. Yeah, that poleaxe basically is meant to push you off into the water and prevent you from coming through here. However, this is still an early game boss, so as you might expect, you do get some help. And yeah, okay. But once you defeat the big man at the back, yeah, all bets are off. So, yep. And remember, I do have passive regen thanks to the Ring of Restoration. So I don't have, like, chip damage like this I don't have to worry about as much. And if I want to be boring and just stand there, I can just instantly I can, for free, regen my HP. But that's boring. No one wants to sit here and watch this. Like, I know that's why most YouTube videos just... Okay, I got my HP back for free. See, that's really simple. Yeah, but you waited, what, 10 minutes? That's really boring. Nobody wants that. Alright. But what we do want is to get our humanity back. Because... Okay, so they activate that guy so you can't... Alright, that makes sense. So you can't go after the dragon early. That's fine. There's nothing that's going to help you specifically. Masterless Glencower. Now, there's a problem with Masterless in this area. He has a bad habit of walking off the edge. Okay, they got his pathfinding at least a little better. Yeah. Like, I'm not fighting on that narrow platform. If he falls off, What did I just say? And now he's pissed the enemy off, so now I gotta deal with him. Alright. Yep. Basically, you're looking for when you can stun him. Yep. Yeah, make no mistake, these guys are persistent. And the only reason they're not even worse is because they broke their right arm. Yep. Yep. Best thing I can do is just try and get damage in when I can. And these guys do respawn, so they're not one-offs. So, let that sink in. And yeah, that is Masterless Glencower's biggest problem. He tends to walk off. And I wish I could say it was just him. There's a couple of AIs that are just kind of, oh yay. Okay, this is at least worth the loss of Glencower. The Ring of Binding. I'm not going to put it on right this second, but I want you to know what it is. Limits HP reduction when hollow. An unusual ring of unknown origin. Limits wearer's HP reduction when hollow. Alas, this ring will not make you human. What is lost is not easily retrieved. What it's talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is it basically for every, where you would normally lose 10% of each HP for each time you die. This actually makes it 5%. So you have a limited loss of 75% of your HP. So, that means you can run around Valhalla and not be in as dire straits as you could potentially be. Alright. Alright, so the flask is used up. Nah. Okay. Let's see how I do. It's only 4,000 souls. And this boss isn't actually that bad. He just relies on his range to push you around. The Dragon Rider. The elite of the Bendrix Knights. You can tank most of this guy. Like, you can tank this guy on a shield pretty easily. He is one of the better knights, but he is still a knight. Yep. Yep. As you can see, he tries to use his size to force you back, and if I was to be stuck in the middle ring with him, yeah, this would be a far more tense fight. But if you've gone through the effort of surrounding the arena, 90% of this ring is not a problem. Because he's fast for a big guy, but he's still pretty predictable. Yep. And so long as you've got a decent amount of stamina and the Chloranthy ring, this guy's not actually much of a threat. But think about it this way. We're not facing him as full power, after all. He's a Dragon Rider. Where's his mount? It's over on the other side of this area. Oh, got me good on that one. So, it might be something worth considering is, well, imagine how rough this fight would be if he had his mount. Alright. Love how tense they make the music. And I'm probably completely ruining the effect here by being this calm, but I tend to do that with a lot of these games. If I'm going to win a fight, I'm calm about it. It's when I lose my calm that it'll get really bad. That'll be some of the later boss fights. This early stuff is relatively simple. For now, yeah. But yeah. Hit the 2 switches and just make this fight easy on yourself. The Dragon Rider Soul. Now, one dumb thing a lot of people do is they walk out here after the fight and walk off into the water. Don't do that. Turn to your right. There's some stairs. Pay attention to your surroundings, people. I know the fight can be stressful, but just don't stop paying attention to your surroundings. And you even get a bonfire right after it. And here we get to meet...
Are you from these parts? My name is Lycia. I have come to spread the art of miracles, a practice of which I am a disciple.
Indeed.
I can see that you are well suited to comprehend their wondrous power.
Our faith is of a certain level.
But the cost of it, that's for your heart to decide.
So, we have our first priest. She sells the cleric's sacred shine, the ring of prayer. The clerics of the great city of Volgan are perennially entrenched in scandalous power struggles, but among them remain a few strong-willed, upstanding noblemen. So not everyone's corrupt, but the church is mired in scandal all the same. And several miracles. Heal, med heal. Superior spell to heal. The strength of the miracles are influenced by one's face. Miracles are tales of the gods passed down long ago, but only a small number of the original tomes remain in their entirety. And most that exist are restorations. So, the tomes have been written, rewritten, and information has been lost. Great heal excerpt. So here's where you get like a nice big heal. But this is an excerpt, so it only has one use. Again, look how many limited uses you get. 3, 2, 1. 2 for replenishment. Resplendent Life gets 2. Caressing Prayer gets 8. And what's this one? An elementary miracle purifies the body. Its cure poison. Affects both the caster and nearby allies. The spell was recently developed and may not be an authentic miracle. Elementary Miracle releases Shockwave that staggers foes. And Lightning Spear, a miracle that launches a spear of lightning. Said to be the legacy of an ancient clan whose leader was revered as the god of the sun. Hi, Gwyn. The name of the clan has been lost to time, but the gross incandescence of our magnificent father shall never wane. Homeward. Yep, Homeward. And, of course, Guidance reveals more messages from other worlds. Of course, we're not doing a miracle spellcasting run, but that would be where you would get Lightning Spear, which is just the... Again, the downside being, even Lightning Spear, as good as it is, 3 uses. 3. I cannot express how much and how disappointing it is to me that this is how many uses they give us. Honestly, they could have patched this and just upped all the uses. 6, 10, then they'd be useful. But these limited uses are so painful in this game.
No need for the gods frown.
And she's one of the corrupt priests looking to make as much money off their faith as possible, so...
Just speak up. That's why I'd heard awful rumors about this place, and I'm afraid they were all true. The king, gone. The earth, ravaged. The burden on the people weighs heavy.
She's not wrong.
I fear that, by now, they may have scarce room in their hearts for miracle. Why did I come here?
Yeah.
Well... Do I need any other reason than to spread the gospel of miracles?
She was cursed.
My preceptor always said this art should be shared with the world. And such is my only wish.
Just point blank, folks. Let's be clear here. In every case that someone is here, they're cursed. The same as us. We all share the curse. This place is a gathering location for souls.
Sometimes I fight the urge to pack up and go back home. It is... well... I must do this. And being out here all alone only makes this a more fitting test of my fortitude.
Let's be clear. What I'm saying is, what I believe this game specifically, I don't believe it of 1. I believe 1 is the location of... is the lands between... is a place probably related to the lands between, but not the lands between themselves. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it was, but either way. If Gwyn made his home on top of Atlas Plateau, much, with, several kingdoms and ages passed between. But this place specifically, Drangleic, I believe is a lost kingdom. I believe that all of this game takes place not in the physical world, but the spiritual one. When all those souls we gathered... basically, all those souls you gather in one have to exist in some place. effectively where we are, I want to call it the soul of the Dark King. So, the soul of the player character when you refuse to link the fire. This is the world... actually... Oh, I never thought of it that way. I'm thinking of this just now. What if this is linking the fire... Someone linked the fire, and what happens is it links it to the spiritual world. So the light we're seeing is the light of the fire.
I expected this cathedral to be bustling, but there's hardly a soul to be found here.
Well, there was a dragon
Without any
rider
goings
downstairs.
on, I'll have to move soon, to a place I could gull the... Sorry. Help the gullible, by teaching the good word. I expected...
There we go. So now she'll move to
No
Majula.
need for the god...
Which is one of the things we very much need, is her to go to Majula. Let's go see why. By the way, you see how the White Knights are now walking around? You've now officially pissed them all off, and you are now officially required to deal with them every time you come here. Have fun! As the game... As one of the Binding of Isaac put it, congratulations, you just made the game harder! And you're going to keep doing that. This game is only going to get harder on you.
There.
Alright. So... Alright. Alright. Getting some more offensive power. Reinforced weapons and armor. Note the Dragon Leg set can be even further improved, but it requires Twinkling Titanite. It's a rare form. So, it's going to be expensive to do, but this stuff turns into some of the most monstrous armor. But, for now, we still need some more Titanite shards. So, get 3 more. And unfortunately, I think it's... Yep, we're still short.
I'll be around.
Okay. So we're good there, good there. And note, you know when Lycia is moved, because that light is turned on. We'll get into the significance of that a bit later. For now, we've got some other stuff. Because, with access to the top of Hades Tower of Flame, we do have a good question to ask. The Hades Tower of Flame. It was a building built... It looks like it was on land at one point, and the water is simply rotting away under it, consuming it slowly. Everything falls to ruin eventually. And there's something out there. Would you believe, folks? That's actually one of the places we'll need to go eventually. That's one thing the Soul series has always been excellent at, and I mean absolutely excellent at, is basically showing you where you will go eventually. And just putting it into perspective of just how far you've come, and how far you've yet to go. Anyway. Alright. So, we can head down. As I say, I believe there was one extra free item. A monastery charm. Yeah. Cures poison and restores HP. They're come in handy. A blessed charm. Many such charms were blessed in the reconstructed ancient ceremonies carried out in the monastery of Lindelt, now known as the Home of Miracles. Though it may lack the power of an original, in circumstances dire enough, an imitation can be quite enough. Indeed. And down here, we're going to find some more of the knights. Yep. Ah, got me on the swing. Yep. We're getting stronger. But, if that's one way down... Ah, something over here. Bunch of corpses. Soul of a proud knight. The old knight halberd. And dry troches. Alright, several items we got. So the soul of a proud knight speaks for itself. Dark troches. Temporarily boosts dark defense. Troches with an inexplicably pungent odor. Temporarily boosts dark defense. Verbal histories often mention that Saint Elizabeth, her uniquely concocted medicines and potions are still widely in use today. If you don't recall, this is actually a callback to Dark Souls 1, where Elizabeth, the mushroom, had sold you various potions and healing items. She was from the... Oh my god, why am I spacing out on the DLC Kingdom? Oh yeah, I'm spacing out on it. She's from the DLC Kingdom, and basically, the uses of her medicine were fantastic. And it's a bit of an... she was a living sentient mushroom. But that didn't stop her from being able to develop all sorts of medicines useful for everyone. Try left, then right. Yep. Try back attacking. Alright. Say hello. Yep. 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 And caught me. There we go. Yeah. That's more of those heavy knights. The truest and most trusted. Alright. Sublime bone dust. This is the stuff you really want to find a lot of. Where is it? There it is. Burn in a bonfire to upgrade the Estus flask. Charred, ashen bones. Cast them into the fire in Majula to increase the HP restored with each use of your flask. They say these are the remnants of a saint who cast himself into the bonfire. But we will never know for sure, for soot and ashes tell no story. This would be the remains of everyone who linked the fire. And oh, so many have in the time between Dark Souls 1 and 2. But again, this is the spiritual world. So it's a case of, this is the remnants of them who gave all to preserving the world. Thus the name Saint is all too appropriate. And in this lower level comes the sound effect I get tired of hearing. 'Cause water. Water. Yeah. But bear in mind, there's also some other threats here. Yep. Water can conceal some of these enemies, but also Yep. Yep. Alright, let's deal with it. Yep. Oh, that is such crap. I forgot, this is the game where they actually have a melee attack. Yep. Yeah. In 90% of other games, these little bastards don't have a melee attack, so you never have to worry. This is the one game where they have a little scratch attack that can topple you. Oh, it's so annoying. But statue blocks our way. And up to this point, we've not found a solution to these petrified enemies in our way, so all we can do is keep moving. Even if there's an armor in our way. Not much we can do about it. And this narrow path leads us to an underground passage, where a bonfire awaits us. And welcome to our newest area, folks. The No Man's Wharf. Note by the fact that you are being attacked from the outset, this place is rough. And you'll have to learn a lot. And there's going to be a lot of gimmicks in this area. It's honestly one of the premier areas for the fact that you need a torch, actually. And why you want to have some torch time built up before you get here. Because one of the biggest problems with this area is how damn dark it is. I mean, to most undead, to most of the cursed, it doesn't matter much, but you know. Alright. And meet the swordsman of this area. Yep. They're pretty rough. Alright. Yep. Nice. Alright. Okay. So, and there are several gimmicks about this place you're going to have to get used to. First of which is how ambushes are going to be handled. Like these idiots hanging off the edge. So first, get rid of you. Turn around. Get rid of you. Yep. Yeah. But this is why you wear the Drang Lake set. Nope. Tiny sign. So we could get Bradley of the Old Guard to help us out. Don't necessarily need to right now. And let's get rid of that other archer. Only, as you might expect, doing so is not so simple. There's a lot of idiots in this area. Alright. Yep. Luckily, just punching it works so well. More proud knight souls. Yeah. There's plenty of resources to get up here. And the chest. Another Titanite shard. Welcome. But yeah, this was a pirate hideout. Though if you need it to be spelled out, this cove was a hiding place. Note there's someone out there on a pier just watching the water. Alright. And trust me, you'll want to light this place up as much as humanly possible. There is a lot to see. And the fewer the times you get ambushed, the happier you're going to be. And make no mistake, folks, there's also the case of... Because part of what lighting up does is also allow you to lock on to more enemies. Alright. Of course, the enemies know this. So, don't have your torch out all the time, because, well, you'll see here in a little bit. But yeah. Alright. Just so you know, overall, your major goal in this area is to reach a particular pier. You'll see why later. But, again, this is a pirate outpost. Yeah, no. Large soul lost enchant. Yep. Alright. And yeah, we could summon Bradley. It'd be a temporary time-based summon, but it is an entirely possible route. But probably don't want to just yet. Dark Pine Resin, which gives you dark damage on your weapons. But, alright. Nice. And since I see him, which one will we use? The throwing knives. I've got 5 of them. Get down here. Again, look how much damage he does. Those basic items do. Now, this enemy's carrying a torch. Fun fact, he also refuses to attack you, and will just follow you. So, if you feel like you need some extra light, he is an excellent asset to have follow you around. Wow, that guy actually still looks like he's alive, but he's just stuck in the wall. Alright. But in the meantime, gonna light up every torch I can. Again, this is why you want to have a lot of torch time. Alright. Alright. So, yeah, we're good here. Little by little, we'll explore. Oh, more of the swordsman. Yep. Oh, you can hit him. So that's the one downside. You can hit him. Varangian leather leggings. Leggings worn by Varangians that terrorize the nearby seas. The coastline stretches far in northern Drang Lake. Beyond this, northern sea is an unexplored continent, said to be the home of things inhuman. So, very likely to be, say, yep, the south, yep, in other words, probably to the north is the old kingdom of Gwyn. Now, this is kind of a funny point a lot of people point out, is the low walking cycle that the dogs have here, because they're just walking around, and it's one of those cases of, it's just to save on computing power. Like, I've seen people get upset about that kind of thing. I'm like, eh. Ah, and here's a new face to meet.
What is it? I don't know you, and you don't know me.
True.
Things are better that way.
Why better?
You are an odd one.
I've heard that before.
Normally, people keep a safe distance when they see this mask. But you...
Why? It's
I'm
nothing.
called Lucatil. From the
Alright.
land of Mira to the far east, across the mountains. They
Alright.
say Drang Lake brims with powerful souls. And so I came to claim my share. But what a strange place. Even the rumors did not prepare me. You are an odd one indeed. I've always made a point of avoiding people, while you've made a point of engaging me.
You're
I can
interesting.
see that you are mid-journey. If you require assistance, I will help you.
Oh, thank you.
I come from Mira, a land of knights. My sword is always ready. Don't hesitate to call upon me. Whatever happens, I won't be missed.
Well, that's something we have in common then.
You are an odd one. Don't...
So, this is Lucatil. She is one of the people you will meet. And nope, didn't get it. I was trying for the back attack, but well, no stealth am I. My fists are faster than your swords, buddy. Alright. And nothing up here. Oh well. Alright. But next thing up here... Sorry, puppy. Alright. Now, we skipped a couple of spots for torches, but I wanna... Yeah. There we go. Yep. Got out of the way. And got him. Alright. So, let's go light some torches so that coming through will be easier the next time. Because remember, any torch you light is a spot where you don't have to be blind. Oh. Yeah. And yeah. Again, this is one enemy who won't be attacking you. So, Alright. Alright. Making sure I hit everything. Let's say, I'm pretty sure I hit all the torches so far. Yeah, we're good so far. Alright. Now, you don't want to have your torch out in the next 30 seconds. Because this prick throws a special... That is an evil combination that the game does to you. What the game does is literally does a evil combination of, that is an oil bomb he is throwing on you. Oil bombs cover you in oil. The second you're covered in oil, anything flammable that touches you causes you to explode and take super amounts of damage. This is an asshole combination that the game is doing to fuck with you. Alright. Now, with that sorted, where we want to go next is actually back down. You saw that creature standing up there with the long arms. Well, simply put, that's where we need to go next, is get rid of these two up there. Oh. Damn. Alright. Yep. Luckily, the arrows don't home as much in this game as they do previous in other titles. It's one of the mercies this game gives you. Now, about those fire bombs I had. Yeah. First lesson. Those jars there are full of oil. Something flammable comes in contact with them. This happens. What I'm trying to do is grab the dog's attention. Okay. Alright, our buddy's gonna burn. So be it. See ya, buddy. Alright. Yep. There we go. Now we can start leading them away. They'll take some fire damage, but it's mostly just to get them so I don't have to. Nice. Alright. There we go. Yep. There we go. Nice. Alright, so the one dog didn't make it. Alright. So now, we want to run through this. Want to ignore those two. Get in this place so they can't hit me anymore. Got him. Back attacks. Yep. Ow. Yeah. Just punch it sometimes, folks. Just punch it. Varangian armor. Cuffs. Again, it's all nice armor. And if I didn't have the Drang Leg set, I'd consider it. But generally speaking, for the weight and capacity that Drang Leg gives you, anything short of, well, a particular callback to Dark Souls 1, you're pretty much going to be sticking with this. Repair powder, Titanite shards, nice. And prick. Alright. And with him dead... Oh. Your buddy ran over here, huh? Oh, great. Both of them are out. Yeah, this is just an evil trap. There's so many of these fire archery idiots. Alright. Now you remember I bought a Pharaoh's Lockstone. This, above any other use of them, is one you want to use. Because of this. You hear that hissing? That hissing is a beautiful sound. Alright. And we have fought and gotten our way up. So, we'll take advantage. Since we got rid of the snipers, we can now light this. And be on our way up here. See those long-armed guys? They're terrified of fire. And so, this big bonfire out there scares them. Otherwise, they would swarm and hoard you. I refuse to engage with that trap because it is, simply put, really stupid. Ah. Yep. Got me. Oh well. We've made more than enough progress to justify losing. And while I've been playing, folks, I've had beef stew cooking in the background. I'm just starting to smell it now, and it's starting to smell good. It'll be fantastic by the time I get home tonight, because I have it on low, and I'm gonna let it cook all day. Because what I plan to do, because I still have to work today, so I'm doing an early morning stream, so that, yep, I'm doing an early morning stream, because I have to work 1 to 9 tonight. So, yeah. Alright. So, as things stand... Yep. There. Stupid dog. Anyway. Yep. Alright. Getting rid of the archers. As much as possible. Alright. Nice. Heal up. Nice. And yeah. Again, I could have old Sir Bradley help us, but I want to save him for something else. And again, that's one item I forgot to grab. Oh. I looked at him like, wait a minute, I forgot to grab that before I died. Whoops. Oh well. Yep. Yep. Let them keep coming. Just keep punching. Alright. Almost there. Because there's someone we want to meet in this area. And it's just a matter of punching our way through to them. They're useful... Well, there's technically two. One's useful if you're a caster, and you took this route first. It's the reason this area I told you is the area you want to do if you're... This is the side where Hade's Tower of Flame, and if you're a caster, it becomes extraordinarily useful. Alright. Oh, I'm covered in what? Yep, so I'm covered in oil. You can see because the bottom of my coat and jacket are now shiny. So if I'm hit by any fire attack, I take additional damage right now. So just be aware of that fact. Yep. Yep, and the second... That fire arrow's coming for me. Yep. Yeah, much less if I willingly light my torch, it'll hit. It's an automatic hit. Okay. There we go. Okay. And the Varangian's pirate. Cool. Alright. Alright. There we go. And that fire arrow got me, but I was already... Oil already dripped off me. Small and smooth silky stones. 3 of them. That's right, because that was actually kind of worth it. Okay, so we're good there. Good there. Already did that pretty much. Yeah. So. Alright. So I don't need to fight everything. Just who wants to fight me? Yep. Sometimes the world is just as simple as punch it. There we go. And yes, even dogs can drop items. Souls and human effigies. Probably things they've just bitten and taken off others. Alright. Now, I could try and deal with them, or I can just walk around them. They're not honestly that much of a threat. And again, with the big bonfire on, these guys run away, and you don't need to deal with them. And you can continue. Yep. And you can continue on if you want. Hollow infantry helm. Try hope. Anyway. And out here, emit force and large undead. Yeah. Yeah, so that's another archer up there. Over there. But I also want to prove something while we're here. Just to show this off. And that is... Ah! Why am I always an idiot? Okay, well, I got my torch out. Okay. But yeah. Yeah, note that these guys back away. Note, they'll only back away so much, though. Once they're back to a wall, and they have nowhere they can go, they will attack you. I just wanted to show that off, that, no, you are not completely immune. Their fear, like anything, they're only so scared. You can only be so scared. After a point, there just comes a point where you have to deal with it. Though the shape of these enemies should make you think of Elden Ring, if anything. What were the... And the bats is what I specifically think of. Note. Yeah. Now, these guys having a specific and abject fear of fire should tell you something. That fire was used frequently here. By the way, their claws actually do bleed effects, so just dodging or, do a lot of bleed. So just blocking them isn't really a good option. So just be aware of that. There we go. Radiant Life Gems, so one of the nicer ones. And they dropped heavy boots. Heavy boots favored by pyromancers. They appear tattered, but in fact the fabric is reinforced with pyromancy. Magic is no show. It is an art that allows mere mortals to glimpse into the very fabric of what is and may be. So, what they're talking about is that magic is quite a potent force. Even humble pyromancy. And that one's to... This one's to try and... Yeah. That trick is mostly to grab your new ones. Your new folks. Open the door and the enemy just breaks the wall down. It's like, the hell? But it's also a good demonstration of just how strong these guys are supposed to be. So you can imagine, yep, And again, they'll back away because they're not allowed to. Now these people, they drop the boots of pyromancers. They drop parts of pyromancy set. So here's a question. Do you think they stole it from a pyromancer? Or are these former pyromancers? Those who experimented too much with the chaos flame. So much that it eventually transformed they themselves. Wouldn't that be quite an interesting question? Oh, well, let me be perfectly honest. Like I said, magic ain't great in this game, so... And so items can become quite potent. Yep. Yep. Alright. Got me bleeding. Alright. And this is gonna hurt. Okay. Bleeding reduces your stamina and regen stamina. And stamina regen. It sucks. Yep. Last one. Alright. See if we can lead him out for a moment. If not, I still have a couple of blackfire bombs. Why not? Yep. Might as well. Tattered cloth robe. Robe favored by pyromancers. It appears tethered, but in fact, its fabric is reinforced with pyromancy. So yeah, the actual truth of the matter is, these are former pyromancers. Gone mad and used in some mad experiments. And here, the great sword. Nope, and a trap. Which is why they give you the monastery charm. The silver talisman, 2 of them. Transform to blend into your environment. A tiny charm embedded with an imitative magic, used to transform into something to blend in. Use this talisman to hide from invaders, only provides the most superficial camouflage, but sometimes that's enough to do the trick. So, it's an item of varying usefulness. But, I'd say we're pretty good. I don't like the state of my gauntlets, my Kestis at this point. But we should make it. Yep, okay. Saw some movement. Let's see. Thought so. Nice. Their cuffs. Again. If you can keep it to being one-on-one, you're relatively fine in this game. But, of course, that's the trick. Alright. Alright, now with all this settled, and we've already explored most of this area, yep, and that's going... Made it! I know it's risky, but it's kind of fun to try anyway. Alright. Because worst case scenario, I'd have just gone back. I'd have just rolled away, take my lumps, and just gone back and rested. But in the meantime, since we've made it this far, I can put this torch up. And ring the bell. Which calls in the ship, which is the boss fight and goal of this entire area. Yep, believe it or not, folks, that ship is where we're headed next. Life gem and homeward bone. So a little more healing can be done. Alright. Note that there are, unsurprisingly, pirates. Yeah, duo ahead. 'Cause fire arrows. Alright. Yep, one's already not scared anymore. So, yeah, he's swinging, but I'm kind of hoping to get a drop attack on him. But it can be kind of rough to get damage on these two. Yep. If I'm honest, I kind of would have liked Bleed to stay the effect it is in this game, where it just halves your stamina and lowers your stamina regen. I kind of wish it would, better than the massive damage Bleed turned into for, like, Elden Ring. Just saying, from a personal standpoint. Yep. Alright. Alright. Yep. Okay. Yep. Nice. But yeah, these guys very much long sword, yeah. These are transformed humans. That's the entire point, is these were humans turned by experimenting with the Chaos Flame. The Witch of Izalith developed. It turned humans into these monsters. Nope, nope. Okay. Yep. 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 There we go. Yeah, but it turned humans into these monsters. Alright. Alright. There we go. Yep. There it is. And these assassins... Shadow Dagger. Dagger used by those who lurk in the shadows, formed by bending a sword into the shape of a dagger. In Mira, the land of knights, there exists an order of shadow knights who carry out assassinations in the cover of darkness. Those who fled even the Order of Shadow Knights had rejected all forms of honor and resorted to unseemly mercenary work. So killing anyone and anything that someone would pay them for. Alright. Alright. Yeah. That'd be these types, which would hide out in a pirate. Unsurprisingly, in a pirate den. Alright. And where we need to get to, ow, is over here. Again, these guys are all terrified, so we don't have, there was a whole den of these guys. Luckily, we don't have to worry about them anymore. What we do need to worry about is this over here, because once we kick this, we now have access to the rest of the dock. And this has now become far more useful. Throwing knives. And as far as I mentioned before that we had, this was the brute for casters. This is because this gentleman...
I see light. I am Carillion, and I've no interest in the magic in...
Yeah, I don't have enough intelligence, so I don't interest him, so he won't teach me magic. But this is the other reason I called this the route for casters. You have the divine caster teacher, and then up here you have the magic. But you have to get this far with magic first. But then you get access to some better spells. So, it's just a matter of figuring out where and when's best for you. If you can survive that far, you get access to some better spells. So, be aware. So that's where the opening of which way to go, both ways honestly, but if you want to go one way versus the other, and you're a caster, this is the way to come. That light just lets you know, see Carillion better. And naturally, this guy is waiting for me to do this, so he can jump up. I see you, buddy. Yep. There we go. And here... and another soldier. Nice. Orangian leggings. And he was looking to take advantage while you're stuck trying to grab that. Let's see, more of these guys. Yeah, there's nothing there. Alright. And that's the path to the boss. And we haven't really skipped anything. There's just the one... oh, right, there was the one. Alright. The one torch I wanted to do. Alright. And then... oh, wait, there was another... oh, there's another one? Alright. I completely forgot there was one over here. Alright. And in this door... oh, just some more soldiers. Yep, Kestis at risk. Yep. Yep. And... there's your tutorial on these jugs. Yep. They're filled with poison. guess what happens when you open it? It gets splashed with a liquid that covers you in poison, so you can't escape it. Ah, now there's a useful item. The fragrant branch of yore. Alright. I believe a dagger is enough to break these, though. Yep. Flame butterfly. A useful rare item. Allows you to ignite your torch anywhere. Okay. Then from there, there's also here. Alright. I believe... Yeah, another swordsman. Ah, I can hear that chugging. That chugging is a wonderful sound. That chugging is the sign that you have reached a good man. First pull this. Because what this does is open up a shortcut. Yep. Alright. You know what? Just use my bare fist. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just use my bare fist. Anyway. Alright, nothing out here. Good. Alright, folks. Say hello to one of the best NPCs.
Who are you?
Doesn't matter.
I, Gavlan.
Nice to meet you, Gavlan.
Gavlan wheel, Gavlan deal. Gavlan wants soul. Many soul. What you want. With Gavlan, you wheel, you deal.
Indeed. So, you can buy items. You can sell items to him. You can talk to him. Buying. Ring of Giants increases your poise. The beloved ring of gallant shieldless Lothian, formerly of Ferosa, increases poise. Lothian was born a peasant and died a general. His determination and diligence were unmatched, especially on the battlefield, where he earned his name by choosing to fight without a shield. He sells 20 poison arrows, and poison moss, poison throwing knife, and pine resin. Poison moss being one of the more useful ones, a faintly poisonous clump of moss. When ingested, it counteracts poison and cleanses one's insides. If enough poison builds up in the body to break out and cause poisoning, your HP will start to decrease. If you wish to stay alive, you would do well to keep a supply of these close at hand. But they're 1,500 a pop. Oy. Gavlan does drive a hard bargain. However, the Ring of Giants can come in handy, because that increases your poise so you don't flinch as much. And if I'm not mistaken, poise isn't broken in this game, so we'll pick it up. But now, for selling purposes, as you can see, you can sell just about anything you get your hands on. So, my rule of thumb is, I'll have one set of just about anything. Doubles I sell. Alright. But yeah, that's my general rule of thumb is I'll get one of each armor set. One piece of each armor set. And go from there. To be honest, I'll never use the white ring, so I'm going to sell that. Everything else is relatively useful. Arrows don't matter. Note, however, Gavlan is the worst salesman for any kind of souls. You're better off. He's never going to give you a good deal on them. He does not give you the value of them anywhere near. Silver talismans I can just sell. I don't care about them. More importantly, cracked red and cracked blue eye orbs. They're online play items. I don't really play online. This at least makes them worthwhile. 3,000 souls. 2,000 souls. Hey look, I'm back above the souls I had. Now these smooth and silky stones, however, you can sell them here, but I generally have a better use for them.
Gavlan, Gavlan, what? With Gavlan?
And that's all Gavlan's got to say to you. Alright. So, we've now gotten introduced to the Pirate Cove, made our way through, and we've unlocked the way to the boss. So, we'll go there next time, because I'm going to have to wrap up. But first, I'm going to go back, do some leveling, I think. And alright, just trying to think of where we need to go next. Alright. Yeah. Majula the Farfire. Alright. So before we start leveling, alright, get these, and let's start reinforcing our fists. Alright. Alright, so now they're good. And need large Titanite shards. We don't have any twinklings, so the Dragon Lake set won't work. Let's see. The Dragon Lake sword, again, also requires twinkling Titanite. It is one of those weapons that could very much carry you to the end of the game. Great Sword of Drummond, Royal Army Captain. An old and unadorned sword, perhaps, but the pride and joy of this venerable captain. An heirloom passed down from grandfather to father, and then father to son. Drummond, and those who before him, used the sword to repel those who would threaten this great land. But Drummond was the last. He couldn't resist the... and we now have access to the Dragon Lake shield, which is 100% physical resist.
I'll be around.
Yep. So actually... Alright, we need to throw some in Vitality so we'll be able to roll with the Dragon Lake shield.
There.
Level up. So... 15 Vitality? Yeah, that should be plenty. It's not much... But, yeah, being able to fast roll and now have 100% physical resist. Folks, we're getting mighty strong already. And we're only going to get stronger. This is... Dark Souls 2 the message is you need to be strong to hold to your beliefs. To hold to what you hold value. To hold what you value and what you wish to protect, you need to be strong. Those without that strength, well, they must make do. But is there such a thing as enough strength to hold everything you would desire? Oh, that's another question we'll have to ask ourselves time and time again. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you all for joining me. I have been the Ephemeral One, and this has been more of Dark Souls 2. I want to thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time on this, or maybe something else. Bye for now, folks. Bye for now.